I think he could have felt the back shocks compressed like that. He might have been a little bit concerned that the back of the truck was going to raise up on him, so he stayed in the throttle to keep that nose high. If we're going to talk about big air all the time and give you shots from outside the truck and what it looks like and showing you the shock compression and the tires and the steering, why don't we give you an onboard vantage point? And Monster Jam just recently reposted a video that they put out called Behind the Wheel. And I think that you and I both, we love these series. I do, because I love seeing what the driver's doing, the moves that they're making, and how quick the decisions are that a driver makes during one of these awesome Monster Jam wow moments. And so there was something that was really cool that happened. It was Ryan Anderson in El Paso. And I want to show you outside the truck first, and then I want to show you that onboard camera of Behind the Wheel with Monster Jam. I think it's sponsored by BKT. Shout out to our awesome partner, BKT. And then we'll go from there. All right. Are you ready? All right, Mr. Anderson. Huge air. Now, it's interesting. He did something different on this. Listen to the throttle. He stays into the throttle longer. I think I know why, okay? Whenever he hits, watch the back of the truck. Look, I think he could have felt the back shocks compressed like that. He might have been a little bit concerned that the back of the truck was going to raise up on him, so he stayed in the throttle to keep that nose high. Now, what's interesting, though, too, is, I mean, he's just off the throttle right here. He knows, like, I've got way too much tire speed, so he's off the throttle completely. He's basically letting that 12,000-pound truck kind of fall out of the air. However, right before he lands it, he knows that if he just free falls from that high, it's going to really hurt. It's going to be very aggressive against the actual chassis and the shocks. There's a good chance you're going to break something. You can't just free fall from 45 feet, no matter how good those shocks are. You want to get the tire speed up. So because he let off right here, and the tire speed's starting to slow down, right before he lands, he kind of gives it a good throttle stomp, and he's off of it again, and then he collects it off of the dirt pile. Listen to it. Now, that was pretty close, though, to landing on the throttle. I've said this in the past. Ryan's one of the best I've seen and heard at his throttle rhythm, his throttle timing. And so I guarantee you it was just about perfect, though, to almost pull the truck out of the landing instead of rebound, okay? And he's very good at getting out of those situations when he finds them in it. So let's take a look, though, at the onboard. 1, 2. Yeah, so the throttle timing was perfect. Remember, like, he stomped it right before he hit, and he gets right back into it after he lets the truck and have that aggressive landing. Wham! Bam, 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 bam. As soon as it kind of gives him that rebound, he's right back into the throttle. That's how you control these big, giant trucks. It's all about throttle timing and throttle rhythm, okay? Here's why I loved this moment so much that it has to be one of my highlights for the season. I think he may have won freestyle that night. I actually won the overall. I think did I get to the finals in racing? I don't think I won anything that night, but I got the overall. As we were doing our track walk, El Paso on Saturday night is one of my favorite places on planet Earth to go and compete in Monster Jam because no one wants to leave Saturday night. They're crazy. The stands stay packed. I don't even know how they get the stadium emptied that night because there's so many people, and it's like they're waiting for us to sing Freebird or something, right, and do an encore. So we were doing our track walk, and, of course, I'm carrying the overall event championship, and Ryan's probably at 25, 30 yards ahead of me, and he's, waving to all the fans and doing his thing like we all do, and I'm all of a sudden, I start to do my monster mutt barking hand gesture, and I'm getting a whole section to do it. I see Ryan ahead of me, and he's kind of like getting confused because he didn't know I was behind him, and he could not figure out why everyone was barking. And so I pointed that section, I pointed over to Ryan and told them, like, do it at him. When I tell you there was 500 people that turned at Ryan and started barking at him, and Ryan, there was a part of him that did not like it, which meant I loved it, okay? I loved it. It was one of my highlights for the year. I got a whole section barking directly to Ryan Anderson right after he had such an awesome Monster Jam freestyle run, and it was a big core memory for me. And just to have to remind those Anderson boys, the Monster Mutt team is still here to play, all right? So What moment do you want me to break down next? What's something cool you've seen happen in Monster Jam that you'd like a behind the scenes vantage point, or maybe a little bit of a reaction from me, give you a driver's perspective on what I saw? That's what this is all about, giving you an experience that maybe you've never seen or heard before. So send me a link. Let's make it happen. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel so you can get all the awesome content coming your way.